This week, you join the boys of More Skids in a two-part adventure. We go to Griot's garage in Tacoma. We see some of the craziest cars you've ever seen. Stick around for part 2 to have your mind blown.
Today we're hitting the Griot, or maybe the T's silent, I'm not sure. It's called Griot's Garage. Oh, look, there's a sick E36. What is that?
That's an E36, that's an M3. Or at least, I think it's an M3. It's got all the trim.
Anyways, we're at Griot's Garage in Tacoma, Washington.
It's pronounced Griot.
Griot. And I think the marketing dude or something hit us up on Instagram and was like, hey, you guys want to come check out our shop and like see all of our cleany stuff? And they also apparently have like a really cool garage full of old school cool cars that they want to show us. So
they already have a parking lot full of cool cars. So
yeah,
I'm with it. There's a Scion TC over there. Oh shit, dude.
This place is way bigger than I thought.
Yeah, it's legit, it's huge.
Look at that car that's in the dirt over there.
Yeah, that's what we should do with your 240 when the back end really goes down.
Just put that in front of our yard.
How's it going, guys?
Good. We're looking for, 1 second.
Oh, perfect timing. I just walking out here.
Matt?
Yeah.
Matt Miller.
How you guys doing?
Good, how are you?
Have you ever heard of Griot's Garage?
I have, I've seen like a couple of your products like in stores places, I feel like.
Mm-hmm. I think you can probably tell we don't like detail our cars.
Yeah.
No. I gotta notice that. It's still, this is kind of car mecca. I mean, you see our
this is
space
crazy
out front. We have our monthly caffeine and gasoline. There's almost every weekend there's some sort of club meetup coming here. So we got extra wide spaces for car shows and stuff like that. Yeah, this is a flagship store. This is our only one currently. Yeah, let's take a look at the auto display, because that's always the most fun.
Look at that.
This is Carter, by the way. He works for Griot's Motors, which is
I've actually met you guys.
Oh, really?
Before,
Oh,
yeah. When you guys did the car show, my buddy brought his big turbo 2J E36.
Oh, I remember that.
Sorry, Nick Griot's on a call right now, so...
Oh, Griot himself? So it's pronounced Griot.
It's pronounced Griot, yeah.
Okay.
That's actually really common.
I've watched a few like of the videos and stuff, and I can never tell if like the percentage are like pronouncing the T in the name. And I'm like, what's going on here?
So this month is Hot Rod Month. It switches out every month, so we have a new display of if it's Ferraris, if it's German cars, if it's this, that, the other thing. A lot of really cool cars. That one over there is our actual, the Lincoln is our SEMA car from 2 SEMAs ago.
Damn, dude, that thing's crazy.
It is pretty insane. Like, how many hours of body work went into straightening that thing out?
It looks like a Hot Wheel.
It was like over 1,000 man hours of body work
so
went into that. I mean,
crazy.
that's just a flash. Oh my god, look at this.
That's
Sick.
so cool.
Dude, look at that bad boy.
This guy?
Yeah.
So what was your name again?
I'm Nick Griot.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
So this is your Griot's Garage.
Yeah, my dad started the company. My brother and I work here, and we both have different roles. But yeah, well, you're here in our auto display where we've got some pretty nasty muscle car and kind of hot rod builds. And we circulate this every month. We were just talking about how we kind of highlight local cars primarily, and we change the theme every month and have a big show. And it's just a good gathering for.
That's sick.
Like as much as this is our business, it is like a cultural spot for us as well. We want to host car shows. We want to be a part of the community. This is where I grew up.
And that's yours right there.
Yeah, that Lincoln's mine. I built that car over 2 years, about 550 horsepower.
What's in it?
It's a Ford. You want to look at it?
Yeah.
Okay. These cars, like what's unique about them, obviously they're huge, but it's a unibody construction. Everything was body on frame at the time. So it came with a big block 430 that had no horsepower, tons of torque just to move it. So when you're modifying it in the future, you have to pretty much go smaller. You want suspension upgrades, which is what I did. So this is all coilovers, it's static, it's not bagged. So I like a tight car that'll snap and burnouts and definitely does that well. So it's a stroked 351, makes it a 427, 535 horsepower, 585 pounds of torque. And we took that like really condensed engine bay and smoothed it out. The size of that block shrinking down gives you enough space to really beautify it. And
That's beautiful.
yeah, so this was like, there's a cool story behind this car, but it was like 2 years of work. Guys in the shop helped me tear it down. And then the guys, J-Rod and Custom, were in Black Diamond. They put it all together. They did all the like really substantial metal fabrication. They're incredibly talented. That, and then painting like a flat black car like this that's just a slab for 18 feet. That's pretty difficult.
Yeah.
So the interior, everything was done locally. The car came out of Maryland, and my mom always loved these cars. That's what she rode to school in. Like her friend's dad was like some mafia dude or something. They both had, like, the mom and dad had matching black Lincoln Continentals. I bought a house with my wife, and we had these old photos, and there were 2 Lincolns in the driveway. So I was like, okay,
Gotta have one.
gotta build one. And of course, it just got absolutely absurd. It's tight, it snaps, pops, it's very angry.
That's
and
awesome.
It'll do mean burnouts.
That's what really counts. You can make a car look this good, but if it doesn't do burnouts, what's the point?
No, we did some, there's a couple other young guys that like hired from Boeing that have a carbon fiber company, so we did all like the fake wood and carbon fiber, LEDs and all the white spots. It rips.
Yeah, man, that long wheelbase, I bet this thing, once it gets out, stays there.
Yeah.
Throw angles.
I've never had the space to slide it around. But
Yeah, it'd take a few lanes.
yeah, but the thing is, like, these guys build cars to be driven. So they're like, a lot of their swaps that turbocharged, it's a LS2, I want to say, or LS3. These are turnkey cars. Yeah. They start up and they get driven. They've got big brakes. They've got great, wheelbases and good tire, and they're modernizing again, just like a old, antiquated look.
That's awesome.
Okay. This one's probably the most hardcore. You never really think about it. Outside, I mean, that thing is pretty substantial.
Yeah,
Jag car, that's a Pro Street setup. This thing is meant to look like nobody should care about it.
Yeah.
But it's a 392, it's got an enormous blower, makes about 950 horsepower. Can't take street octane, you had to blend it with race fuel. Like, I think 98 octane is what you're shooting for, and that's not full output. The guy who built this car, he recently passed away, and he was just all about messing with people.
Yeah,
and so
sleepers.
It's a sleeper, dude.
yeah, I mean, it's like, again, the Fotina just kind of looks like a dirtbag car. Everything is modern. Like, you've got, what gear you're in for an auto. Has this tiny little indicator that you totally overlook. You can dump the headers with this electronic switch, and that is just like, the thing just starts shaking. And Bruce would like race Porsches in Sebring. Like, he was a competitive driver, and he'd tell us stories about like some guy pulled up on me in like a hopped up Lancer, and I dumped the headers and aced him on I-90. It's like, okay, you can believe that.
That's awesome.
He just like was smoking a pack a day, living life on the edge. He didn't do anything to the interior. Like, that's just how it was.
Oh,
And
wow.
all the vinyl, he just had it like stamped out the right way.
But behind here is mostly just our offices and everything. This is the Indie Cafe. This is a space that we have our own little events, but for the most part, it's for community. So anyone can reserve this. So any car clubs or, gosh, anybody really. As long as they treat it nicely and they clean up after themselves, they can use it. So a lot of events, a lot of clubs meet here. They have their own little events. Christmas parties or, I don't know, autocross, people get together and do their pre-season, get together. So.
Or end of season, like trophy ceremony.
Yeah, trophy ceremonies, that sort of thing too. We got like a kitchen and everything, free use to anybody, and it's kind of got that 1950s diner style.
Yeah, it's cool.
And as you see, like some of the posters up on the walls, these are all covers from the past that Griot has put out. So Griot's Garage started as a catalog, and still a catalog today, and primarily most of its products get sold to that. But we're doing all sorts of crazy cars.
Tell me this thing ain't push to start?
No, definitely not. There it is. Crank start. All right, let's start with the Lincoln. Do you know where the kill switch is?
Damn.
Lots a little more gas than I should probably give it, but.
Got a good rhythm to it.
Back roads in that bad boy.
It's a street cam in that, right?
Yeah, it's just lumpy as all hell, but just get a nice little rhythm to it. It's definitely got some grunt.
The volume never really comes across on camera, but it's
loud.
It's pretty loud.
I love when the carbureted cars come in through
Oh,
here. Like,
yeah.
this thing smells amazing.
Yeah, I believe that.
Yeah. But yeah, you can feel that in your chest.
No
So
such thing.
this will get obviously 2 tones. The second one will be the more substantial one.
That thing has an electric exhaust cutout.
Holy shit. So sick.
You can just imagine like some 70-year-old man with a Marlboro Red, like pulling on some guy in an Integra, like for fun.
Fuck yeah.
The last car he built before he passed away was it was like a car that won the Gran Turismo award. It was a '51 Ford. It's like all over the internet, but it was like $1 million build, and like everything under was polished just and finished the same way that anything on top of it would have been.
Sick.
But-
What's that big thing on the window there?
So that's an old AC unit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so before they had factory installed air, it's just this little fan that's
It's like having an AC unit in your window.
Yeah.
Is it about ice in them sometimes?
Yeah, I don't know exactly how they work, but apparently they pull air in from the side and
That's
cool the
funny.
cabin.
That's so crazy.
So the backstory again is obviously we sell stuff for taking care of cars, but the cars are the focus. We do all the work.
Oh shit.
Oh my god.
No.
And we're
What?
like actively buying, selling, and restoring, racing, driving, fine tuning all these things.
That is
this
so
is an Evo
sick.
1. They made 400 of these. There's a homologation for the Spec B rally racing. This one was stored in a Lancia dealership in Italy. It's a new car, 147 kilometers on it. It's
Wow.
never been
So
driven.
this is just like a homologation, like
Yeah.
we made.
What?
Yeah.
Dude, look, it's
So
got
again, you
plastic
can
and
see
shit.
the little spec. I mean, again, nobody's ever sat in this thing. Look at those, like the Recaros. They're my favorite. Go for it. Go for it. Yeah, get in it.
I want you to know how jealous I am of you sitting in this car right now.
Holy shit.
This is literally just a homologation rally car. Like they made this because they had to, so they could race this car.
This is insane.
It's brand new from 1990.
Yeah.
That's so.
You bring them into the States. So,
Oh my
like, all these cool cars from.
Don't you just wanna work on that? I'm glad I don't have to.
You should freak out about as well, but we can bring them in without the safety standards.
So cool.
So,
I love rally so much. I don't know a ton about rally, but I just I love Lancia so much, and like seeing this is like insane to me. Like if my girlfriend were here right now, like she would be like trying to hold me steady. 'Cause,
well, cool.
knows.
That's really it. Like you guys again,
Sit in there,
it
dude.
takes like one. Yeah, go for it. It takes one car to really like spark someone's interest
Yeah.
and just speak to them, and I think that
Right.
all our stuff, it just kind of exemplifies.
Yeah, I gotta pay.
Yeah, and
All right, well, that's the first car you see when you walk in this door. So this is all for sale, or?
so I mean, with the exception of some like emotional cars,
Yeah.
that like just have either been a long-term restoration that we still enjoy, like, or haven't debuted yet. Yeah, most of them are for sale.
And there's like, you guys have like a website with inventory?
We're like beginning that. And, like my brother, he's actually in Paris at an auto auction right now, Retromobile, which I'm pretty jealous of, seeing all the cars that he's there with. He runs the restoration shop and sales side. And right now we're remodeling a building to actually house that dealership.
Cool.
So this part of our business has grown, and it's just, again, like an extension of everything we do. It started with the cars, it's come full circle to the cars, and for us, we get to just like play with them. I mean, can you imagine like what we get to polish on and test our products on? I mean, it's right here.
Awesome.
I don't know, you guys just want to look at like a couple of the unreplaceable, ridiculous cars, or just peruse, and I'll tell you.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Yeah, I mean, we can uncover that too.
Damn. Yeah, we'll make our way around there.
Let me get a picture in front of this. This is nuts.
They're like little beach cruiser golf carts.
Yeah.
For the Riviera.
They used these in like Italy and Spain, all those general areas, as golf carts before golf carts were readily available like they are now.
But I just imagine it's 1969. I'm in Monaco. I'm drunk off my ass on mojitos, driving over people on the beach. Like,
Well, yeah, most of these are rusted out because a lot of them got dipped in the salt water. You get to a point
Damn,
where you
this
walk
is-
by them and you just treat it like another S13 or anything. It's kind of depressing. Like,
I don't even know what this is.
Yeah, what is
This is a 512 BBI. We got this car from Cat's Exotics. This car, from what I understand, was originally bought by an early Microsoft executive.
Okay.
And so this one has a cool kind of history to it. But this is like the Magnum PI car, but a bigger engine, way faster. You're a baller if you have this car. These two yellow cars are old McLaren race cars. So Bruce McLaren actually drove this.
Whoa.
This is a 68. It's a Ford V8 in it, transaxle. It's similar to a Winter's Quick Change rear end, but it's a transaxle, so it's slightly different.
Notice how shiny all of these cars are.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I wonder why that is.
Like the paint job on that black car, the old one. So this is a Lamborghini Islero. This was built in the same time as the Mira.
What the?
But it's a front engine V12 Lamborghini. That is a 5-figure paint job.
Wow.
You guys smell the interior. If you could bottle car interior scent, make it this, nobody would buy anything else.
Wow.
It's the most amazing smell in the world.
Holy shit. I wish you guys could smell it. Wow.
It smells like,
Oh my god. It smells like you imagine like your grandpa's baseball mitt smells.
Yeah.
You know the bowl on the Lamborghini logo? Like it smells like you're just rubbing your face on that.
This thing is sick, dude. I've never even seen this car like in my life anywhere.
Most people haven't. I haven't seen one until I started working here.
this one's pretty cool, the Niki Lauda 1974.
1975.
Yeah, because he won in
Yes.
74, didn't he?
He won in 74, and his accident that was showcased in Rush was in 76, so this is his 75 car.
Well, things were still good.
This is the V12, of course. An amazing sounding engine.
There's a V12 in there?
Oh yeah.
It's over here somewhere.
It's back here.
Wow.
Yes. The Stratos HF.
One of my favorite cars of all time.
Shit.
Like the Lancia Stratos was like, we're gonna make the goodest rally car ever made, and then they did it, and it broke all the time, and it was hard to drive, just like every other rally car.
What's in it?
The little tiny Ferrari Dino V6. You can open the doors, they're both unlocked. Just like in the Top Gear episode, they come in quite far and you sit very close together if two people were in there.
That's for your helmet.
It smells good in this one too.
Helmet.
Oh, they got helmet
Helmet.
doors.
It's so sick. Another car I never thought I'd ever really see in person.
Did you bring your camera, DJ?
No, didn't bring my
But you fucked up.
Dude, you didn't tell me this was gonna happen.
I didn't know this was gonna happen.
Everybody's seen these Cobras, but even them are they're amazing history in terms of racing.
The fun thing about this car is this is a 427 car. 427 body, big block engine. This one only has about 785 miles on it. Wow. So this one is probably the highest value one out of the three that he has. He has the 289 there, and then there's a raw metal Kirkham Cobra over there, so it's a full raw aluminum car. That one is really cool because that one's a retired VIN car, or that's not the proper term, but it's a leftover VIN.
Okay.
So the VIN was owned by Shelby, and then this other company comes in, and they're like, oh, well, we want to make this car. So it's VIN'd as like an early 60s Cobra, but it didn't exist before 2017. So this is a McLaren 675 LT in a one-of-one MSO McLaren Special Operations paint job.
Wow.
So he had it spec'd to paint like this because he had the matching Marlboro race car at the time when he got it. So he parked them side by side. And then he used that McLaren as a daily driver for a little bit. The MP4-12C Roadster.
Okay, MP412C is like one of the sickest cars in the world. I cannot imagine daily.
This car actually came in first or second place in, I think it was 1968 at the Nürburgring.
Damn.
This is a Porsche 908. And then that.
Check out the passenger seat.
The signatures are from the driver.
Your helmet.
Yeah, my dad has probably raced these two McLarens the most.
Really?
And, this one is a 4-cylinder, right? It's a high revving car. You need to keep it up tall to make it work. But I mean, there's like nothing to this thing. It's just a little, mechanical grip, cigarette body, rip rocket, and you're just revving it out the entire time you're driving.
That's awesome. This is probably the funnest thing in the world to drive.
Oh yeah.
My dad, his start was in Formula cars. He was a race mechanic at Jim Russell School back in the 80s. And this is like as pure as it gets for him. No aero, no slicks, just all mechanical grip. Like the suspension tells you everything, where your limits are. And honestly, like I've driven these old cars, it's hard for us to like work backwards from that.
Yeah.
Whereas somebody who learns in this, like from the get-go, and jumps into something like that.
Drive anything.
Yeah. And like you also, the crazy thing about like aero and stuff is that you need to get speed to activate it.
Yeah.
So if you don't have confidence in your low end mechanical grip, you can't ever activate your aero.
You don't have the confidence to go 120 into a corner, like you can't.
Yeah. Stones is the perfect way to describe it. I mean,
The lesson I learned from this car is that when you put California mirrors on your old Corolla, it's basically an F1 car.
Yeah.
That and I'm fat. That's the other lesson I learned.
You still haven't checked out the other
Yeah,
side
think
over
about
here.
how we've been in here for probably half an hour.
well, so what? Where did you stop?
Thank you for watching part 1 of the 2-part series at Griot's Garage. In the next episode, we check out even more amazing collector cars. Stick around, you won't want to miss it.